G'day everybody, Mark from Secret River Tours. I'm on Scamander River today and I'm going to have a bit of a fish, but while I'm here I thought I would go through my kayak and give everybody an idea of the kayaks that I use when I take people out on tours. So I still get people that are surprised when they turn up for a tour that they're a pedal kayak, not a paddle. So they're sort of expecting the old style paddle kayaks, and they still get a surprise. So I thought I'd do a video and just run through the kayak to show you what I've got. So these are called Hobie Pro Anglers. Give them a Google, and you'll be able to get a lot of information about them. There's a lot of YouTube videos about the Hobie Pro Anglers, and this is a Hobie Pro Angler 14, which just means it's 14 foot long. So they're designed by an American company, and they're designed for tournament fishing and general fishing in the United States. And they're designed for comfort, they're designed for safety, and they're designed for efficiency. So they're very safe, very easy to use, very comfortable. Now, I'll just start at the back. Now, when I take people fishing, I often take an esky with me just in case they want to take a few fish home, but I don't take bream. I leave bream alone. I always let them go, but if we get a few salmon, a few trevally, something like that, they're welcome to take some with them. If you're coming out on a fishing tour, you get a net, you get a fishing rod. You've got everything you need, so you do not have to bring any fishing gear. If you're quite welcome to if you want to, but you do not have to. I'm not asking you to buy any lures or any extra gear. That's all included in the price. If you want to do a fishing tour, it's $25 extra for adults. Kids fish for free, but I charge an extra $25 for adults, basically because the fishing gear I use is really good quality. It's quite expensive, so it's just, it saves you buying a fishing rod and all the gear. I just supply everything you need. So you can literally get out of your car, get on the kayak and start fishing. You do not have to bring anything. All right, so what else have I got here? So when I do a tour, whether it's either fishing or kayaking, I always bring extra sunscreen, just as a backup. I also bring a hat for everybody, the good old Bunnings hat. Thank you, Bunnings. And that's always just as a backup, just in case someone doesn't bring a hat. And I also bring a container, like a lunchbox. And basically what you can do is anything you don't want to sink to the bottom, you put in there, like your phone, your keys, whatever it is, and you just slide that under your seat. So if you don't want anything to get wet or to go missing into the river, you put it in there. It's unlikely that you're going to drop stuff in the river, but I just put that there for extra safety. What else? So if you want to bring extra gear, you've got this front hatch here, and it is huge. So if you have a look here, I've got heaps of gear in there, backpack, water, all sorts of stuff in there. So if you want to bring extra gear and you want it to be dry, there's a dry storage up the front. And also, I always bring something a bit extra for people. A few oranges, a few Kit Kats, see that in there. So basically, people are welcome to have an orange or two and as many Kit Kats as you want, as long as it's not more than 11. And if the children are naughty, I just give them the oranges and I eat the Kit Kats when I go home. So make sure, children, you behave yourself. I also always bring extra water as a backup, so I ask people to bring water and snacks for the trip, but I always back that up with oranges and some Kit Kats. What else? So I'll just show you the pedals. So this is how it's propelled. They're a pretty nifty little gadget. So these are the pedals. Now you'll have to forgive me, I can't see what I'm doing here. So these are the pedals. So you put your feet in there, Put your feet in the pedals and you push them backwards and forwards, and the fins move underneath the kayak as you're pedaling. So I'm sorry, I can't really see what I'm doing there, but you can see how that works. The pedals propel you through the water very, very efficiently. It's very easy to use, so it's not a rotary motion when you're pedaling, it's simply a pushing backwards and forwards, but I'll show you that later on when we get on the water. What else? That's about it. So that's what the kayak is. So as you can see, it's very big. It's 1 metre wide, so it's very stable. And if we come around to the back, you can see underneath the hull here, it's got like a double hull, and that's what makes it so stable. It's a single hull up the front, double at the back, so it's like a pontoon, and you can stand up on them, no worries at all. Very safe. And as you can see, they're very wide, heaps of storage space, heaps of room. Kids can jump on them and just take off in them. They're very safe, stable, very safe. Now I tell you what, they're not your $300, $400 kayak from Anaconda or BCF. Now, there's nothing wrong with those kayaks, but they have a place, and their place is in very protected waters and somewhere where you're not going to travel far. They tend to not have any back support, whereas as you can see, this seat is fully adjustable. The seat's fully adjustable, it's extremely comfortable. You can sit in that all day, and as you can see, it's up off the bottom, so you're not going to get a wet bum. The old style kayaks, you get a wet bum, you get a very sore back, and really an hour in one of those kayaks is about as much as you can handle. And as I say, they're okay if you just want to go a short distance, less than 1 kilometre, and sort of do fishing close to where you launch the boat, but that's not what this is. This is a boat, this is a kayak that is designed to be in all day, in comfort, safely, efficiently, and being able to travel up and down the river with very little effort at all. That's why I've got them. I wanted to make sure that people enjoyed their day and had a great day out. They're quite expensive. They cost me $5,000 each, these kayaks, to buy, but I wanted to make sure I bought the best quality kayaks for people, because I wanted to make sure that I had a quality tour. So that's what you're getting when you come with me. You're getting a quality tour. You're getting quality equipment. You're coming with someone who knows the conditions, who studies the weather. I make sure that when we go somewhere, it's going to be safe. So whether it's out on the bay, if we go out on the bay, I always make sure that the conditions are okay, that the conditions are more than okay. And if there's any question about the weather conditions, I always come to Scamander River, and that way you can get a 60-kilometre-an-hour wind here at Scamander River, and you're still going to be safe. So, all right, I think that's about it. I'm going to go fishing now and see what I can catch, and I might shoot a bit of video while I'm fishing and see what happens. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the kayak. All right, thank you.